All right, continuing on part 3. And yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say about Price of Passion. Um Again, I am a true believer that if a man has a child by a woman and the relationship between him and a woman didn't work out or whatever, he should still have rights to that child and raising that child, not just throwing money at him. So yeah, that was kind of a turn off with her in that book because she almost deprived him from having that relationship with the baby. And not many men, unfortunately, I know this is a romantic novel, but unfortunately not many men want to have a real relationship with their child, let alone the mother of the child. So that was what I thought about that. The last book is called Clayton's Tempest. This lady's name is Tempest as well. Again, you can go to Amazon, check out the reviews, check out I guess I can read my review. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I just finished reading this book like 5 o'clock this morning. Took me 12 hours to read it. From 6:30 last night up until 5 o'clock this morning. Once again, I couldn't put the book down. The lead man, again, is Native American. Oh, let's bring it back. In Price of Passion, the leading man was Cherokee. And he spoke to her in Cherokee a few times during the intimate moments, but he never told her what he said. And the author didn't spell out the words so you can actually go online, Google it, and figure out what he was saying. She just would say, and he spoke in Cherokee and blah, blah. And that annoyed me because I was like, why can't I, know what he's saying, However, in this book that I just finished reading, Clayton's Tempest by, what is her name? Aliyah Burke. Okay, this was part of a series as well. Megalodon team. This was the last book of the series, and long story short, it was awesome. Okay. It was over 200 pages, and it was worth every word, every letter, okay? Every second. I just could not stop reading it. This guy, he was from South Dakota. He was Lakota Sioux. And the leading lady, Tempest, was also from South Dakota, but she was black. And kind of in the same neighborhood or whatever. And she got pregnant by him when she was 13. He was 15. And being a young teenager, he acted, he acted childish because he was embarrassed by what happened when he took her virginity. You can read the book and figure that out. And then she found out she was pregnant, and her parents disowned her. Once again, that's also a sneak preview of the book where you can read on Amazon, kind of like how the plot is set. And his parents, again, his name was Maverick, or his nickname was Maverick. His first name was James, and then Clayton, and then James Clayton Lone Tree. And his parents chewed out the girl, saying that she was a liar and blah, blah, blah. So the girl's parents kicked her out, and she ended up living with her father's sister, so her aunt, and her aunt raised her along with her child. Her child's name is Dakota. And 21 years later, her and Dakota were living in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And she owned her own bar. And who walks in? Maverick. Maverick has matured, of course. He's 37. He's also a member of the Navy SEAL. And he, wasn't tied down by a woman, but he had sex. So you know what I'm getting at. His parents wanted him to be with a Lakota woman, And in today's times with all the whole, Indigenous American politics and the mixing and full blood versus, half or biracial or not having enough, tribal blood in order to be enrolled. All of that stuff was going down. So I kind of got the point of what his parents were trying to go with. They wanted him to come back and support the tribe and be with a Lakota woman and have children and, continue with the legacy of the family. But of course, he wanted something else. And this Lakota woman, her name was Tali. She was a manipulator. She was beautiful as well, but he didn't want her. He just didn't want her. So the arranged marriage thing just didn't work. And that's pretty much all I got to say about this book. You can go read it. But I have the review right here. I titled it Realistic Yet Awesome Novel. Finished my 5th novel. Let's just say that this book deserves 5 stars. I loved Under His Spell, but it was not realistic due to the paranormal wolf thing. However, Clayton's Tempest was very believable. I appreciate the good and ugly moments. It was very attractive when a man loves and will die for his child or children. Furthermore, it was refreshing to read about visions and have a peek into the Lakota culture. Also, I like that when he spoke in Lakota, he actually translated it for Tempest, except for one word. And eventually, if you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. And we women can be more complicated. We women can be some complicated creatures. Yes, we can, okay? Especially if we've been hurt. Not once, twice, 3, 4 times, but several times. Deep down inside, then we built this wall. And it's hard for someone to get in our world without being hurt back. So I said, it takes a sharpshooting Navy SEAL and the likes to shatter that wall around our hearts. Overall aspects of love and marriage is ideal, in my opinion. So, and I said, bravo. I said, I would love to see this played out in the movie. Gabrielle Union as Tempest. I kind of imagined that she could have been the leading lady. And Michael or Eddie Spears as Maverick, okay? It was a very beautiful novel, and the intimate moments in the book were not too raunchy, but not too vague, if you know what I mean. And there was some, prejudice, racist going on with his parents against Tempest because she's black. And there was a scene where they actually met their grandson Dakota, and they pretty much was like, oh, he looks so much like us. He could pass for us. Okay? How many times have we heard she can pass for whatever, But now he was like, no, I can't pass because I'm half. My mother's black. And he made that known. And I was like, kudos to you, Dakota. But anyway, overall, this book is number 1 on my list, along with Under His Spell. And again, these novels are about interracial romance and specifically Native American men with black women. So check the books out, and I'll continue to do more book reviews before I start my last semester in grad school, okay? But I thought I would share, and blessings, and have a great day. Bye-bye.